So the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event just happened, and as always, yours truly was there to live stream it live for you, and to, just do my job and deflate everyone's hype balloons, but they got too excited for whatever Samsung announced. And for me personally, the event was a mixed bag, even though they showed off some great stuff, especially when it comes to brand new phones. So let's go through exactly what Samsung announced bit by bit. So they started off with the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4, which is probably the section I was looking forward to the most, given the fact that I've been looking into finally getting myself a smartwatch for some time now, and suffice it to say that I left that section thoroughly disappointed. Now the Galaxy Watch 4 still doesn't look terrible, however it still looks like it can't address my main issue with smartwatches, and that there is very few reasons to actually get one other than just the convenience of being able to tell the time by looking down at your wrist rather than pulling out your phone. Now yes, I do understand that smartwatches have more features than that, but a lot of them are very well niche. For example, within the Galaxy Watch 4 section, Samsung spent a lot of time talking about the brand new health features of the Galaxy Watch 4, including it now being able to track your body composition as well, and that's already on top of a pretty thorough list of health related things that the smartwatch can track. That all sounds pretty good, right? Well, yes, but for many people that really won't matter. I know I won't be using any of the health features of any smartwatch I get, apart from maybe a step counter, because I honestly don't need them. I'm not an athlete or someone who trains a lot or someone who really needs to keep track of their health. Okay, maybe I'm incorrect about the last part, because you can just kind of look at me, at my skinny arms, to see that I'm not the healthiest person in the world, but at the same time I feel like if I did turn on all the health features, the watch would just yell at me every 5 seconds. But let's be honest, the first time it's gonna actually measure my body composition, well, seeing exactly how little my body mass is, it's probably going to just call the ambulance automatically right then and there. Though thankfully one area that Samsung put a lot of effort in when it comes to the Galaxy Watch 4 is when it comes to customization and the visual look of it. You'll be able to choose between a more modern and flat Galaxy Watch 4 and a Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, which looks more like just your standard watch. And they have a pretty insane amount of straps on offer as well. And they have a great tool on the website that allows you to just check exactly how a combination of watch and strap will look, which is pretty awesome. It's going to be especially useful for someone like me who has no idea about fashion. It's definitely going to help me choose the correct one. Let's talk about the biggest announcements, the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3. And I'm going to be honest, the Z Fold 3 looks absolutely amazing. And now it may not do everything right, and its price of $1,800 is insane and totally not worth it. However, it's great to see that Samsung pretty much addressed every single issue that people had with the original 2 generations of the Z Fold. Firstly, they greatly improved the exterior screen by adding features in like a 120Hz refresh rate. And when you look at the main screen, you may notice one thing missing. That's right, there's no camera hole anywhere. That's because Samsung is using a camera hidden underneath the display. However, you can still kind of tell where the camera is because the pixel density in that spot is way lower than everywhere else on the screen, though in most instances it probably won't be too noticeable. As with every generation, the hinge has also received a major update, and one of the biggest things people have complained about was the fact that many apps don't take full advantage of the bigger screen, while many other apps could just refuse to work at all. So that's another thing Samsung improved a lot. They partnered with a lot of third parties to bring much better app support to the Z Fold, which is great to see. They even added in S Pen support, which makes the whole thing feel even more like a tablet, though do keep in mind that if you have an S Pen from something like a Note series phone, it will not work with your Z Fold 3, and only S Pens specifically designed for the Z Fold will work. And as far as major changes go, that's about it. There's still a lot of things that this phone, despite being the flagship of flagships, doesn't have. I mean, when my last gen Note 20 Ultra can still have a much better camera setup than a phone that costs twice as much, well, you know that you've done something wrong. Then we move on to the Z Flip 3, which honestly hasn't seen too many changes. The biggest change is the front screen, which is much larger now, and now allows for much easier navigation, music controls, notification controls, and more. And as we come to expect, the hinge mechanism is also much better now. There are quite a few software changes, especially when it comes to the camera setup, but that is pretty much it. The Z Flip 3 doesn't really offer too much, nor does it solve some of the problems that people had with the phone initially. So yeah, at least it's cheaper than last gen, that's something, though it does come with less storage in the base option, so that's something to look out for. I see what you did there, Samsung. Finally, we come to the Galaxy Buds 2, which feel like they're just supposed to be the ultimate Galaxy Buds experience, because let's be honest, Samsung did confuse us a bit between all the various versions of the Galaxy Buds we had before. They had the normal ones, they had the Plus, they had the Pro, they had the Live. Like, how on earth does the average person know which ones to choose? Well, now you don't have to think, you just have to pick up the Galaxy Buds 2, which pretty much combine all the best features of all those earbuds. They have separate tweeters and woofers in each of the earbuds for much higher sound quality, and they even feature the same active noise cancelling as the Galaxy Buds Live, which is awesome to see. And another cool feature is that within the app, you can also select exactly how much environment noise gets let through. So for example, if you're out and about, you can hear when someone's calling your name or something still. That's pretty cool. And as far as the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event, well, that's pretty much it. 4 big announcements, 1 very out of place musical number, and also a lot of jabs at Apple, reminding people exactly how much more open the Samsung ecosystem is. Definitely let me know down in the comments below what you're the most excited for from this Galaxy Unpacked event. Also, hey, if you want to maybe see me review any of this stuff in the future, then the best way to ensure that my channel can grow enough to get to that stage is to help my channel out on Patreon, because even $1 a month goes a long way in helping out this channel and allows me to make way better videos along with videos on way more interesting topics. I'd also love to thank my existing patrons Gavin Burns, Brian, OKB, Meg Sumner, Blake DeRake, Shane Allcroft and Lance B. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see more of you on that list in the future. But anyway, that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.